Hey, what's up YouTube? Optic is here bringing you another video, and today is Wednesday, which is not normally Ask Ash's day, but I'm going to be thinking about switching to Ask Ash's being on Wednesdays, so we're going to try this out. Episode 15, first two questions are anonymous, next few questions are obviously from people on Twitter, last two are from the comments of the last video, and then I got a special thank you at the end, so let's get into this. Question number 1, how do I go about finding people to play the game with and get better with? Also, how do I go about forming a team for when we get into game battles? Your best bets of finding players are on the forums, either Gears of War or Game Battles, and even better than that, there's an esports Gears Discord channel with a whole free agent / recruiting section. So if you go to the esports Gears Twitter, which I think is just at esports Gears, and in like the location area, like over in the bio area, there is a link to the Discord server. Join up and find yourself a team. In terms of forming a team when you get into game battles, it's literally pretty simple. Just go to gamebattles.com, go to whatever tournament for Gears of War 4, ladder, or whatever you want to join, and over on the right side, there's usually a build a team or start a team or create a team or something like that. It's a big button. It's easy to do. Question number 2, how did you get the name Ashes? I got the name, I talked about this in a previous video. I got the name basically, I wanted a name that I thought when I got big and famous as a competitor, as a pro gamer, it was a name that was simple, short, kind of edgy, one word, 2-syllable, easy to chant kind of name. And I think I was listening to the band From Autumn to Ashes at the time, and the name Ashes just kind of stuck. I've had it for probably 8 or 9 years, and I love it. Question number 3 comes from @GameplayGuy101, who asks, do you think that Optic helped with the growth of Gears esports? Yes. I think Optic Gaming as an organization tremendously helped the growth of Gears esports, and we saw that right away. We saw it in the first MLG event, MLG Columbus. The grand finals, which was the El Clasico matchup of Envy versus Optic, not only was the rivalry between our two teams, but between the organizations, and we saw the most viewership that any Gears of War LAN event has ever seen, period, in the history of Gears, the franchise. So I think it was like around 46,000 concurrent viewers is what they peaked at, which is great for Gears of War and significantly up from the previous tournament where we had the same grand finals, just not the same amount of hype. So definitely massive help, and I think it'll continue to grow. Question number 4 comes from @RenderNRich, who asks, what is the most important attribute for a new coach to work to have, like patience or encouragement, etc.? I think the most important attribute for a new coach to have is basically the ability to learn as easily as he can teach or she can teach. And the reason I say this is because as a coach, a lot of people misconceive coaches as being always right, and that's not true. Coaches have to be able to learn and adapt as the game changes, as their team changes, as just the general atmosphere of esports changes. And it's really important for a coach to be able to recognize, hey, like I can do this better or I can improve here. Even though your job is to make other people be better at their jobs, you can still reflect and have self-improvement. And I think that's one of the most important coaches, or one of the most important attributes of a coach, because if a coach doesn't continue to get better and to develop his skills or her skills and just get stronger, then eventually everything's going to plateau out. Eventually a team is going to outgrow the level of that coach. Eventually a team will surpass the ability of that coach to handle, and you won't be good at your job anymore. You won't be efficient at your job anymore. So I think that's the most important. Question number 5 comes from @ChromaticX, who asks, what's the highest number you can count up to? I don't know. I usually get bored around 25. Question number 6 comes from @FirestormRebel, who asks, what do you look forward to the most this year for the Gears team and Optic in general? The thing I look forward to the most is obviously the team continuing our ability to be dominant in tournaments and working towards improving constantly and just continuing to be the best, because that's our goal. Our goal within ourselves is to beat the final boss LAN event win record, which I think is like 12 major LANs in a row. And for Optic in general, I'm excited for just the future of Optic, the organization, the growth of my players, the growth of me. It's all just the growth of esports for Gears, the growth of esports in general. Like, it's all just very exciting. We're even though esports has blown up so much, we're still like growing, which is insane to think about. There's so much more for us to do and so much more we can do. So that's what I think I'm most excited for this year, is just to see how far we go in the next year of time. because a year ago today, I never would have thought I'd be working for Optic Gaming. So it's incredible to think what is possible. Question number 7 comes from @MVP_Buster, who asks, so do you plan to expand out of Gears for your YouTube channel? And if so, do you have any games or series planned? So I would love to expand outside of Gears of War. One of the issues is whenever I do anything that's not Gears of War related or a vlog from like an event or something, or maybe one of these Ask Ashes videos, the viewership is awful. People just don't want to watch when I play H1 and suck, or when I play Cards Against Humanity, didn't do that well. And just anything basically that's not Gears of War, the LAN events / vlogging, doesn't get the same viewership as anything that is. That being said, I am going to keep doing those types of videos. What I'll probably do is make them like a second upload on some days. And that way I don't get as discouraged. Because one of the issues is I'm still new to YouTube. And I guess for me, like self-reflecting, I don't have the same mental fortitude to go like, oh, that's okay. Like I enjoyed making this video. It's still worth, and it's still got like 300 views because I know that's awesome. It's just like, it's discouraging when like I see something grow, like my channel's growing and my average view per video is growing. And then I see one video just kind of like shit the bed, so to speak. So, I will keep making these videos. I will probably make them second uploads and just kind of test the waters. If I do a video in one series, like one game, like Minecraft or something like that, and it does phenomenally well, or just even close to what my other videos are doing, then I would keep doing them because I'm all about expanding my audience. I love games in general, and so I would love to do more types of videos, League of Legends, Minecraft, whatever. But it's just a matter of it, working out that way. Question number 8 comes from @Ascension_Hardy, who asks, did you ever dream of joining Optic? Yes, I definitely did. I used to talk to my League of Legends players all the time about how badly I wish I would be in Optic or could be in Optic, or about the Optic vlogs or the videos that I had watched that day or that week. It was always a topic as discussion. I always used Optic as an example of how an esports organization can be successful in one of two ways. And they are definitely one of those ways, the content creation side. And I've always dreamed of being in this organization. That's why I've always said since the beginning, since this happened a few months ago, that this is a dream come true. Question number 9 comes from @WeSupportOptic, who asks, what are the goals for Optic Gears this year? Well, our goal, like I said in the last question, or a few questions ago rather, we want to beat that final boss record. We want to continue to win, obviously. We want to continue to perform and do well for the green wall and for the brand. On a side note, we do have a goal of getting into a team house. There's disclaimer, nothing's been discussed. Hex hasn't said anything to us, but Hex did mention in his vlog how he would like to get a team house for all of his teams, including us. And so that's one of our goals in this year, is to like be able to do something like that. So that would be really cool. But, we'll see what happens. 2017 has just begun. It's already exciting. Question number 10 comes from my YouTube comments from my last video. And it asks, what's the most important thing for a coach to have when trying to lead a team? Basically, I'm going to kind of tie this into the last question. It's important to have an open mind. It's important to listen to your players and to kind of cater your criticism and your responses to how the players will learn as individuals and how the team will learn together, because not every team and not every player learns the same way. And so it's very important for you to be able to adapt what you're saying to whatever your team needs, and then earning the respect of the players. It kind of goes along with that. So like if you can cater to what you're saying to the players, they're going to respect that more, because they're going to take more out of what you're saying. And that naturally is going to earn their respect. And when you earn their respect, you'll be able to be a stronger leader. If the people who you're trying to lead don't respect you, there's a better chance that they're not going to listen to you. So that's a very important aspect. Also ties back to the being able to, or willing to learn as a coach. So all of that, it all ties together. Question number 11 asks, why doesn't FaZe have a Gears of War team? I actually don't know. I can't speak anything to like specifically. I do know that FaZe had been poking around in Gears of War a little bit, and from what I heard, they had made a few offers, but nobody really wanted the offer compared to other offers they've received. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw FaZe enter Gears of War. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below, and also let me know in the comments if you have any questions or what you think about this video for next week's video. And of course, as always, please click the subscribe button. It takes like a half a second, and I really appreciate the support that it gives me in the channel, in my videos. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a great 2017. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out. I normally don't do this, and I know a lot of you aren't really metalheads like me or rockers like me, but Of Mice and Men recently lost their vocalist. No, he's not dead. He stepped down. Austin Carlisle, who is an amazing guy, an amazing family man, father, and vocalist. He's somebody who I have a tremendous amount of respect for, and honestly kind of look up to his work ethic and his passion into what he does and what he creates. And he had to step down due to a disorder that he has that's causing him a tremendous amount of pain. And so I want to give a shout out to Austin Carlisle. I know he won't see this, but it's still, I have to say something because his music and his just everything has like helped me and inspire me. So a big thank you to him and to the rest of Mice and Men for creating amazing music, and I wish him and his family the best of luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.